Okay, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. This is a continuation of our summer webinar series exploring all of the wonderful ways we can expand the reaches of the Sage 300 solution. Today, we are joined by our friends at Commercebuild and Robbie Bernstein, who will be going through and showing us a little bit about what Commercebuild brings to the table for Sage 300. Commercebuild delivers integrated e-commerce solutions tailored for Sage 300 users, aiming to drive new revenue and automate sales. Their platform offers a native integration with real-time data sync and maintains data integrity, empowers customers and self-service features, benefiting the mobile community. Robbie is going to take us through a presentation of what the e-commerce platform brings to Sage 300 and its users, and will provide us a little bit of insight in how their solution offering compares to the other tools that you find commercially available on the marketplace today, such as Shopify, so that you have a good understanding of what the differences can be. And with that, I now hand it over to Robbie, who will take us through this wonderful solution.
Thanks so much, Rainer. I'm so excited to be a part of Genetech's webinar series. So thank you again on behalf of Commercebuild for giving us this incredible opportunity to be with you all today. I wanted to let you know that in addition to doing a little bit of PowerPoint, I will be showing you some really fun examples of sites that we've worked on because I'm visual, as I'm sure you all are. So don't worry, it's not all going to be about PowerPoint, but I do want to give you a big introduction to who we are and make this as fun as we can have today for lunchtime for this series. So with our integrated e-commerce today, I will be showing you how you can grow your revenue, improve order efficiency, and enhance your customer experience. So with Commercebuild, we connected customers to the heart of every business with ERP integrated e-commerce. And since inception, we've really been committed to delivering that affordable solution for businesses of all sizes that cater to B2B, which means business to business, and B2C, which means business to consumer, in the manufacturing, distribution, retail, and food and beverage space. And we really strive to ensure swift implementations that maximizes the customer's return on investment. This slide speaks to me, and it's not because it has all these frustrations, but it really talks about the conversations that we have when we do, speak with new companies interested in our solution. Because unfortunately, for many of those conversations, we hear that they've either started doing like e-commerce projects and they're still trying to make it work, or they've done it in the past and they have a site that they're not liking, but they've always said it's been really hard in that it was expensive implementations, really long-term contracts. They've had long, delays, and really interesting. So many conversations is where they say they've had to hire, specialized developers because it's just so complicated. And I'm here today to tell you there's a way better way. And I'm really excited to share as well that we have helped so many companies. One in mind, a big Sage 300 user who literally, if you can imagine, hired their, a CTO to develop all their sites around the world. They created this position and he sadly resigned after 4 months and left them with like a heavily started to begin with coded sites not working or integrated into Sage. And I'm thrilled to let you know that we took over and we have launched them worldwide really affordably. And that's what I wanted to share with you as well. So a little bit more about Commercebuild is that since 2006, we've been the leading provider of e-commerce web stores, customer portals, and sales portals for hundreds of Sage users. And we have built web stores around the world, over 1,000 of them. And what I love to share as well is that we do our implementations very quickly. We've done customer portals. We've done them as fast as 48 hours. And we can do web stores, B2B, B2C, in 60 days or less. I think it's really important. And as Rainer had said today, we are going to be doing a bit of comparison between us and other, generic platforms that you could choose, like the Shopify's, Magentos, etc. And with Commercebuild, we do not charge a GMV pricing module. That means gross merchandise value. So essentially, it means that we're not going to be taking any extra residuals for the amount that you process through our sites. We want you to keep all your margins and be extremely successful. So I make that clear. We do not charge anything additional than the implementation fee and our monthly SaaS. Another thing that really makes us stand out and why we're very popular with our software is because of our support. We have 24/7, 365 response time. Actually, we measure ourselves, and as of last quarter, we had a response time of less than 40 minutes. If you did need help with, a ticket that you raised, say you forgot, how do I change a price? We can respond right away and help you. And this is included in all our packages. So I just want to also reiterate that customer support is all included. We don't charge for it. We strive ourselves. And I'm proud to say that based on our response, we get report cards on every, ticket that's issued. We have a 99.3% approval rating from our clients, and that makes us really proud. We're a one-stop shop, and that's important for you to realize as well, because it means we can help you with everything. We're hosting, so you don't have to worry about additional hosting fees. We can help you, as we say from the beginning, we're planning it. Really interesting, to know that we really listen to your scope. We're ensuring that we're always aligned, that if you are to move forward with us at that kickoff call, you will be signing off on everything to ensure, as we say, we've got your vision and we know exactly what to implement. We can help with design. We understand not all companies have big marketing teams or have a clue how to begin, to create a site. And that's what we're here for with, as we say, 17 going on 18 years experience. We can really help you out in that way so that once we're ready to go, we can connect to your Sage, we'll build it out, test, and go live based on all user acceptance testing and all of that. So not every e-commerce platform is built the same. E-commerce platforms and their features are designed for specific types of organizations. And in a world where the lines between that B2B and B2C e-commerce are becoming blurry, selecting that right e-commerce provider is really imperative for your success. Yes, I'm sure many of you are looking at this and all these logos that you're staring at, all these providers. And I'm not here today to share anything, bad by any means. I just want to explain the differences between if you were to use a mainstream e-commerce platform or choosing an ERP integrated solution and how it can be a really powerful fit for you if you rely on your ERP. So with most mainstream e-commerce platforms, like that you saw with the logos, the Shopify, the Magentos, BigCommerce, they're integrating to the ERP. So with your Sage, they're using a connector and they're not all natively integrated. And because connectors are not natively integrated with the ERP, what really happens is there's two systems that are needing to be managed separately, which can really create a lot of data silos. And not all the data in the ERP will be available to the mainstream e-commerce platform, and not all the functionality of one system is available to the other. The data needs to be synchronized between both systems. And what happens, and we hear it all the time, it's being manually updated and changes aren't flowing from one system to the other. So what happens is there's a lot of frustration from the tech team, internal team, and the customers. And there really needs to be a better way and an efficiency. So I really love showing this slide because it kind of now brings what I've just started to talk about to life. You're seeing on the right-hand side there, you're building an e-commerce site. So if you're using a mainstream solution and you're building out the site, as you can see, you're starting to build things like you've got your inventory, pricing, products, financials, all of that information that needs to be in the site. But on the left-hand side, with your Sage ERPs, with your Sage 300, you've got also all these other considerations like, well, we've got specific pricing for, our customers if you're doing a B2B site, or that, you've got all the tax information that needs to be put in, all the payments, all of that as well. So what really happens is that, as we say, you're being responsible for building complex workflows when you're building it out on these general, e-commerce softwares that are available out there. And what happens is that, as we say, unfortunately, because they're not natively, coded into that Sage, it often breaks or it doesn't push all the information properly. And then we heard many times there's often not, connectors available. So they're trying to write their own code and developing them. And as we say, that causes a lot of problems and challenges too. So that when it all falls apart, once again, you're just not having that information flowing in properly back and forth. So you end up manually taking all the orders you've had online, entering it into your ERP, and also, holding your breath that is the pricing correct if you've got, tier pricing and all of that to consider as well. And in today's fast-paced digital world, maintaining seamless and efficient e-commerce operations is really more crucial than ever. And we've all survived that COVID, and this is really what's, the aftermath. We have really become so dominantly using e-commerce for everything. And so, especially in the B2B world, which has been ignored in the past, our expectations now, as it is a younger generation who's growing up with all the mobile apps and everything, they expect everything to be on their fingertips, and they want that B2C experience that we're used to be, shown in their B2B world as well. So many businesses are facing that challenge now where, they've got that inefficient order management, which means that disconnected systems leading to errors, delays, and increased operational costs. Poor customer experience because it's that fragmented shopping experiences that really frustrate customers, and it reduces the loyalty. They don't want to have to wait till, the office hours, open. They want to be able to look at information and be able to purchase 24/7, 365. And lastly, with that stagnant revenue growth as well, that inability for companies to scale operations and really capture new revenue streams because they're using outdated sales processes. We love having conversations like, you want to grow nationally? Absolutely. We can show you how you can do this with e-commerce. Or you want to sell around the world? No problem. We can help you out with that setup as well. So with Commercebuild, we integrate our solution, as we say, natively within Sage 300. On a side note, we do work with X3 and Intact as well. And that's why we like to say that we're that missing piece to the e-commerce success. Commercebuild, we use that rich data housed in Sage, like the customer's inventory, their pricing, financials, all that associated business logic to easily and quickly build a web store. And Commercebuild customers, they manage all their data in that ERP. It's that center of truth. And we'll pull all that data into the web store and into the portals using all that information accurately. And this will solve that data integrity and all the management issues that's associated with connectors. I mean, being native, it's huge. We are coded, as I say, directly into your Sage ERP. So now we can streamline the order process. We'll be able to seamlessly connect to your e-commerce platform with your Sage information, reducing manual entry errors and reducing administration costs, time, having to reship things because it was entered in wrong. I mean, that's what it adds up. It's costly. We're enhancing your customer experience, providing a unified, intuitive shopping experience that really keeps the customers coming back. Moving forward, I'm really excited to let you know we do offer 4 unique experiences on the web. We do B2C, which I mentioned. It's that business to consumer where all of us, we can go and purchase online, seeing the retail pricing. B2B, business to business, is when a customer would log into the web store and they have that personalized experience showcasing customer specific pricing, products, inventory, locations. I want to stress that orders and quotes placed online are written directly back into Sage. So the company, you can print, you can pack, ship in real time. And it's important to know that when you're making changes in your ERP, that's also reflected in the web store in real time. It's really exciting that if you're adding new inventory, as we sync in less than a minute, if you want that inventory to be available a minute later, absolutely, it's done. You can go and have a drink of coffee, and it will be all updated and synced in your site. So there's fewer moving pieces of data, which is really important, and the web stores become more reliable. And as we say, if any issues, if you did need help, we do have that 24/7, 365 response to help you out there. Today, I'm going to be showing you this. I'll be demoing our quick order, and I wanted to show you. It's really exciting because it's also going to be part of our sales Sage promotion as well. And this is just a screen. This is part of one of our advanced packages, and we're also doing it as a sales portal that you can have as well, where you're able to search for products, which I'll show you by SKU. You can do part numbers, descriptions, all syncing your information to Sage so we can show the exact price. If you're selling it in cases or if you're selling it in units, it shows the price, and it really gives you more options. And I love this because it's great for, I understand if you're a company and you don't sell by pictures and lots of videos, you really are selling it by SKU numbers. We can create a really quick site. We can do this so quickly, like within a week, where you'll be able to have this screen. You can do the logins for your customers. They can really efficiently order and push this into your Sage so that we can reduce those, as we say, hand keying of orders. Who wants to do that anymore? I'm also going to be showing you a configurator. This is so much fun as well. We have these on our enterprise packages. Just so you know, we can do kits and configurators, and it really does. It gives your customers the ability to see so many options, and also reduces, oh my gosh, we hear it can take some sales reps over a day and a half to literally key in configurable items into Sage, depending on the complexities. And some of them are really complex, and we can build these all out for you and really make your sales team happy as well as your customers. We also offer customer portals. We can do this as standalones. This means that your customer can log in, they can view their order status, shipping tracking information. They can even pay invoices online. It's really efficient. We can do these. As we say, can do them in 48 hours, really, really quickly. And as I say, we can also do that standalone sales portal, which really allows sales reps to log in to represent a customer or to issue quotes on the customer's behalf. And it's also great for the internal team as well. And this is all our integrated approach, as we say, using our native coded integration into Sage. Today, I'm excited to share, yes, we still have some time. It's not September 27th yet. We've been running this incredible promotion that I wanted to share with you today with that sales portal, that quick order screen. So if you want to have a really quick site built, so it has your logo, your branding colors. We can implement this so quickly so that it allows your B2B sales reps and customers to do that one-click ordering. They can search for everything, which I'll show you. We can also attach, which we do, our customer portal to this so that they can see the shipping and tracking and pay open invoices as well. And it's really powerful to share that our portal saves an average of 30 to 65 of your customer service support resource days per year, because they're not taking those calls of, where's my order? Or can you find me, that invoice from 3 years ago, because we're being audited and we don't know where it is, and your internal staff doesn't know where it is either, because your filing system might not be as easy to find as well. So it's all going to be hosted and pushing in from your Sage. We are offering this I love it for only $100 one-time installation. That's right, $100. I don't know what we can get at a grocery store these days for $100, but I can get you a sales portal. And we also are offering the monthly reduced from $600 to only $300 per month. We have this pricing valid for 3 years, and it does expire on the 27th. So definitely please contact your Genetech sales and account executives if you're interested to learn more. We can set up a meeting with that. And before I get into demo, I just wanted to share that we do believe in strengthening the customer's networking by aligning with what you're using, what our partners like Genetech use, so that we can really build out an amazing ecosystem with add-ons like tax, and if you needed PIMs, which are, product management tools, or punch out, all of that. So we're always testing, we're always listening, and we're always growing. So with that, I'm going to pause and show some really fun, as I say, site examples that I wanted to share with you today, because visuals bring it all to life. So I wanted just to start with Kookaburra. I call them the Louis Vuitton of cricket and football gear from down under, but now they're selling all around the world. They're incredible. But this is a beautiful site, and I wanted to show you that, if you want to have videos, you want to have sliders, you want to have so much visual, presentation marketing on your homepage, we can absolutely work with either your design teams, or we can help, give you the layout designs with that. But what's really important for you to see too is that we really strive to build out these categories, so that essentially the goal is always, how can your customer get in and they can find what they're looking for seamlessly. And this is what Kookaburra has done so well, building out those filters literally, so that I can go, I am looking, because you imagine they've got a lot of football teams here, and that's a lot to navigate through. But now I can quickly see, oh, I want the Adelaide. So let me click on that. And once again, you get all that, streamlined filtering, so that I can find exactly what I want with minimal clicks. I think it's important for you to see that we can do beautiful pictures. We can add up to 11, just so you know. What's nice is I can zoom in to look in all the details. We can do drop downs too, which is a very popular feature if you want to really, minimize windows and just make it, more efficient for your buyers. We also get asked all the time, well, can we do catalogs and product information? Absolutely. We can do all the videos if you want, put delivery informations, all of that can be available. Moving along, I wanted to show you an incredible site, Batteries Expert, and I like to call them the Holy Grail of batteries from Canada. And what's wonderful, it's Genetech client, and we do both bilingual. I apologize that I don't speak fluent French, but let me just translate it here for today, that showing you this product finder that we created, because we think batteries are so simple, but they're not. There's batteries, and over 4,000 of them for every type of product we use. So we wanted to make it available. They wanted to find out, how could they make their resellers, and how could consumers like you and I be able to find what we're looking for efficiently. So if I wanted to find, yes, a dog collar for the battery replacement, we broke it down so you could find out the brands. If you had a model of specific number, that you could then literally, it's only taken me 3 clicks to find the exact battery options that I'm looking for. And this is really powerful because, as you say, it's giving that experience to your clients. You want them to be loyal, easy to buy from, and you want to make everyone also have that comfort to know they're finding the right solution or the right product, so that there'll be less returns as well on your end. One thing about us at Commercebuild, we can extend descriptions. We get asked that all the time because we know it's limited in stage with 30 characters. So for SEO purposes, we can expand it. Or if it's for your, resellers, if they are, buying by specific, as we say, SKU numbers or descriptive colors, we can add that in. We're able to show related items, of course. So if this by chance was sold out, you won't lose that sale. But this is really wonderful to show you. This is the B2C experience, meaning that all of us can be buying this now. So look at the price. It's $14.95. And this is where we excel because we can then do B2B, which means now that if you had your customers, they would have a password and they're going to be logging in. And now you've noticed that the price has reduced because this is going to be because of the pricing of being a wholesaler. And I wanted to show you that we can give features like showing the stock if they wanted to show the amount available. We can even show more details. This is all customizable if you want to show future POs that are available so that perhaps you want to allow back ordering, or you want, to be able to give them that optionality so that you're not losing a sale, as we say, to a competitor because you're like, no, we do have more coming. They're coming in a week. So put your order in and we'll ship it out in 1 week. We're able, as we say as well, to offer all those, specifications, all the documentation if you needed it to. What I love showing about these sites, it just gives you visuals. It's in the eye of the beholder. You can have a site look how you want it to look. I absolutely love Batteries Experts. I think it's such a beautiful site and so efficient. Moving along, I wanted to show you Paper Eclipse. They are a company out east as well in Canada, and they do all the greeting cards. So if you ever go to, Indigo's chapters, you'll see lots of the designs. They came to us with many complexities, and I wanted to show you that, one of their issues was how are we able to be ensuring that our clients order minimally, $200. This is for their B2B resellers, and that they have to order a minimum of 3 packs per order. So that's where we can create that logic for you. We can build that in using custom, or if you use the phrase optional fields. This is more of an enterprise module for us, just so you know, but we can easily do this. So if you are really having complex rules that you really need to ensure, and that's been a concern about building a site, well, definitely come and talk to Genetech and us because we can help you out with that. Because you can see if I want to add, it's adding it by multiplying as 3. So this is really, it looks so simple as we say, and it is simple for us to do it. But as we say, these solutions out there, like we know the Shopifys that are really popular, they're not able to utilize these optional fields in your stage, being able to use your warehousing properly if you have multiple warehouses and want to connect to that. This is where we really stand out. And as we say, we're natively connected. So we are integrated into your Sage to give you all that solution. So much so that, as we say again, if you're using these generic software companies out there, building configurators might not be available. We hear usually they're not, or it's really hard to build out. We actually helped a Sage 300 user this summer. They sadly aborted their Shopify site because their B2B was so complicated. They had hundreds of thousands of SKUs, and building a configurator made them really pull out all their hair. And I wanted to show you that today, what a configurator can look like. So Oxworks is one of our clients. Yes, don't you want to have a beautiful pool day now, sipping on a margarita and looking at your gorgeous fence? And they wanted to help their consumers with fencing so that, as they say, they could visualize what they're building. And we're all visual, and this is a big investment. So this is why they're one of the top in Australia, because of, as we say, extending their branding online, making it easy to buy from, making their resellers, the contractors saying, oh, you got to go to Oxworks. Oh, they're so easy to work with. And I can show you right now exactly what you need. So we've done multiple runs, single run. For today, I'll do a single run. So if I wanted to start building out my fence to visualize, we can change the run length. Sorry, I'll move the screen there. We can do panel heights to adjust it. We can ask for, different, sleeper requirements. We'll pick a trim line. You can choose what type of fence you want. So say I wanted to have this option lattice here, you can see now, oh, wow, this is what it's starting to look like. I can then start to be artistic. Ooh, I love wind spray. Let's put these colors in here. Gosh, let's add some basalt there and ooh, some deep ocean. Pretty powerful there. And as we say, if I don't like that, we can change the colors. So this is really great when you are, changing your minds. And as you can imagine, trying to manually do this or visually showing people, it can be, a little complicated. This is where we subtly put those related items in. It's not part of the bill of materials to build out the fence, but we all know you'll need some concrete. You might need some posts, extra things. So this is where we really make it sophisticated and really, I like to say, really give that customer experience. So that now when I had selected next, I've got all the materials I need exactly based on the height, the width of my fence that I've built out. I mean, I can add it to the cart. It's really changed their trajectory of their business. And we'd be so excited to learn about your configurators and how we could help out as well with that. Lastly, for the demo today, I wanted to show you how much you want ice cream right now with your lunch. And also, I wanted to show that quick order that I talked about, live. So we can do this, as I say, as part of our advanced packages if you want that as a feature. But we also can build it out if you just want a sales portal. So if you wanted to visualize, there wouldn't be any ice cream photos, but we definitely would have your branding colors, your logo, so that your customers could log in and go to this screen. As we are with ice cream, this is where I say you wanted to type in a search. I'm looking for some vanilla. You saw it was within a second. I could start to scroll. I can see options. So I can put in that I'm looking for the ice cream mix. And as we say, if you're doing a SKU number, you can start to type in numbers and it will start to populate numbers as well. So you can see if this would be available. Both are. It's my lucky day for vanilla ice cream. We can show it that it's in stock, out of stock. We can even change if you want to show the actual numbers of inventory to be, that specific. We do it, as we say, if you're selling it, say each or in cases, pallets, however you sell it, how this information is in your stage, we are pulling it with that accurate pricing for that customer. I'm in a sample account right now, but just visualize it's one of your VIP customers, you have specific tier pricing for them, this will show up. So this is great if you can visualize that. Sales reps can be ordering on behalf of their client. They can be in person with them, in front of them, entering this order so that they don't have to wait a week to get back to the office to enter it into Sage. They can push the order in so that the team can then, process the order and get it picked and shipped right away. Part of that promotion too, as I said, is that we're able to show the customer portal so that you'll also be able to have a page, as we say, showing them all their order history. And this is pulling from the Sage AR so that whether it was a web order, whether it was manually entered because it was a phone or email order, it's all going to populate here. And if you click on the order, it's going to show all that information, which is great. They can print. We always this is, as we say, a full site. We put the reorder button in there just so you know, because we want to make it always easy for them to order what they're looking for quickly. We also, as part of the sales portal promotion, will be able to do the transactional history, pulling in all that history of invoices so that the accountants will be loving this. So that if you want to have the option, we can pay open invoices, meaning if you want to use credit card, we can do that. We work with select gateways, so we can tell you which ones we work with. And you can, if you want to fully pay an invoice or partially, that will be available. And that's okay. We have so many clients who don't offer, credit card payments are only on terms. So everything is customizable for that. So once again, as we say, the sales portal promo for only $100 to install. As I say, you tell me how many items you can get these days at the grocery store for $100. I'm going to give you the ability to have a statue built in your honor at your company, because they're going to be loving you with the suggestion of automating orders. So with that, I'm just going to go now back to the PowerPoint to close up our presentation today, which I hope you are enjoying. And I'm just going to end by saying, as we say, we really strive with our customers to give them the exceptional 5-star support. One of our clients is Sconza Candy. They're a big chocolatier out of North America. I have to recommend their limoncello, by the way. And they said that Jess, who's part of our Commercebuild customer support team, is literally the best support we've had on any of our many, many platforms. They are so helpful and quick to respond. It's scary. And I'll say this is the only time I like to hear the word scary in a testimonial, because it's really in a positive way. It's true. We respond so quickly, and we truly want to ensure every moment, from the moment we meet to the moment we onboard, that we're always giving you elite support and service. We have a worldwide team, just so you know. So we like to work in our own time zones. When the sun rises, we get up. So that's why we can support our team around the world. As we say, with the kookaburras that are down under and have sites in Europe, we can do that. We can do it across Canada, the US, really seamlessly. So with that, I'll move to pause to see if there were any questions today.
Thank you, Robbie. I actually am manning the chat box, and I do have a couple of questions that came in, if I could. And,
yeah.
Thank you for the great presentation. I'm now going to go rummage through my freezer to see if there's any ice cream lying around.
So delicious.
Yes. So the first question that popped in, it said, this is for the portal portion of what you had presented here.
Yeah.
Do you offer the logins for the sales reps? Do those get redacted to the point where they can only see their related clients?
That's yes.
So thank you. And then the second part of that was, do those reps need to be Sage users in order to log into the portal?
Oh, these are great. That's a great question. So just so you know, absolutely, for sales reps, you will be able to customize which accounts they can see. We understand it. You won't want them to see everybody. So they'll only be able to say they had 50 accounts. You can set it up for those 50 accounts that they see. And because this platform is running, you don't have to be logged into Sage for this. So to answer your question, they don't have to be specifically a Sage in the Sage 300 ERP user. They can be able to use our platform easily. That's integrated into your Sage, and we have unlimited users for that.
Terrific. Thank you. That's fantastic. The next question is, what is a ballpark budget for a full site implementation?
Yeah, well, that's a great question too. So just so you know, we're very authentic. We work with packages based on how you sell and how they buy from you. So we have, as we say, if you wanted to do a customer portal standalone, we can do that. But to answer your question, if you wanted a B2B or B2C or have both, we can do both at the same time at that same price. We do packages starting from foundation, which is like a really clean basic site, moving from advanced up to enterprise, where you need custom logic in those kits. Starting with foundation, ballpark, usually the one-time implementations, I like to give a range, can be between like 11,000, say, to 13,000 Canadian, with the monthly being 990 per month. And we do publish that SaaS pricing on our website too. We're very authentic with that.
Thank you. And then I had one final question. It was, what does a typical timeline look like for implementation of a full site from the time we say we give approval?
Yeah, another great question. So, how that works with us is that if you were to move forward, we would start with a kickoff, which is that 1 hour call with your whole team involved. We go through everything methodically, and to implement, the foundation advance and or an advanced site, it usually takes 60 days. If you're doing a bit more complex enterprise site where you're needing to build out some kits or configurators, we like to quote at least 90 days. And if it's really complex, because we're doing a lot of configurators, then it might be 100, 120 days. So we do that all up front with you as well. But because we're doing this out of the box solution, which with the customizable options, that's why we're able to implement very quickly.
Terrific. And this last question didn't actually come from the chat, but it's from my own information.
Mhm.
Based on what you just explained to our group here about implementation, how does that compare to just doing the customer portal as far as timeline goes? How long would it take if we gave you a go today before a
Yeah.
customer portal would be set up and ready to go?
Yeah, we did one in 24 hours during COVID because it
Wow.
was an emergency for, if you can imagine, a wholesaler of hazmat suits because everybody in the world wanted hazmat suits and Lululemon at that time, and they couldn't handle the calls. So we created their portal in 24 hours to help their support team so that it could reduce the calls. And also it was to supplement the sales staff because everybody was calling, where's my hazmat suit? I need the tracking, like the world's falling apart. So we did it in 24 hours. We can do a customer portal without the payments in 24 hours. And if you want the payment module added, then it can take, a week. We're really quick with that. And the sales portal as well, we are implementing them really quickly. We've done them in a matter of days. It can be a week or two, just depending on our bandwidth. September is a little bit busier, but we do like to overachieve, if you say that, make everybody happy and work as fast as we can to make sure we get it up quickly.
Wonderful, Robbie. Thank you so much. That's really great information and a really superb presentation.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody in attendance. Obviously, the presentation today was given in English. We do have the ability to do one-on-one calls with any one of you that have an interest, and we can convert and revert to French. Of course, we'll bring one of our local reps with us that will be able to augment and complement Robbie's knowledge of the in-depth knowledge of how the product actually works. But we can do one-on-one presentations, and we can bring French to the table so that it's a little easier for everyone to understand and ask their personal questions. With that, Robbie, I thank you again so much for a great presentation, and we wish everyone a great afternoon. This presentation was recorded and will be shared with everybody that participated today.
Thank you so much. Merci.
Have a wonderful day. Thank you.